Shifting his focus, Krishna began to speak of discipline. Physical discipline, he said, is about more than the body. It means worshiping the divine, showing respect to teachers, elders, and the wise. It involves keeping oneself pure, speaking truthfully, living with restraint, and causing no harm to others. Such actions bring harmony to the body and soul. Finally, Krishna touched on the power of words. True verbal discipline, he explained, is speaking in a way that heals, not hurts. It is being truthful, kind, and thoughtful, ensuring your words benefit others. It also includes the regular study of sacred texts, for these words of wisdom nourish the mind and spirit. As Krishna spoke, Arjuna listened intently, his heart opening to the profound understanding that even the smallest actions, when done with the right intent, could bring one closer to the divine. Krishna's gentle voice carried a profound serenity as he continued to share his teachings with Arjuna. Arjuna, he began, mental discipline is the foundation of inner peace. It is about keeping a calm and quiet mind, practicing self-control, knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, and maintaining a pure and sincere heart. This kind of discipline brings clarity and strength to the soul. He smiled and went on. When someone embraces all three forms of discipline, physical, verbal, and mental, and does so with deep faith, expecting nothing in return, their efforts are said to be in the mode of goodness. Such discipline is steady and pure, a path that leads to harmony and higher truths. But then Krishna's tone shifted slightly. However, he said, if a person practices discipline to gain recognition, to hear the applause of others, or to win fame, their actions are in the mode of passion. This kind of discipline is like a flickering flame, burning bright for a moment but quickly fading. It is unstable and cannot endure. Krishna's expression grew serious as he described another kind of discipline. And there are those, he said, who act out of ignorance. They impose harsh disciplines upon themselves or others, causing unnecessary pain and suffering. Such actions, rooted in darkness, only lead to more harm and sorrow. Shifting to a gentler topic, Krishna spoke of charity. And Arjuna, he said, true charity is an act of love and generosity. It is giving at the right time and in the right place to those who are truly in need. It is done without any expectation of reward or recognition, purely for the joy of helping others. This kind of giving is in the mode of goodness, and it uplifts both the giver and the receiver. As Krishna's words unfolded, Arjuna could feel the wisdom behind them, illuminating the importance of intention and purity in every action. As Krishna continued to share his teachings, his words painted vivid lessons about the nature of giving and the power of sacred traditions. Arjuna, he said, charity given grudgingly, with the hope of getting something in return, belongs to the mode of passion. It is not true generosity but an act driven by selfish motives. Such giving lacks the pure joy of helping and is tainted by expectation. Krishna's tone grew heavier as he described another kind of charity. And then there is charity given without respect or care, at the wrong time, in the wrong place, or to someone unworthy. This kind of giving comes from ignorance. It lacks sincerity and compassion, doing little good for the giver or the receiver. Shifting his focus, Krishna began to speak of the sacred words that held great power. Long ago, he said, his voice carrying the weight of ancient wisdom, the three sacred words, Om, Tat, Sat, were recognized as symbols of the ultimate truth. These words are the foundation of the Vedas, the priests, and the rituals of sacrifice, forming a bridge to the divine. Krishna smiled softly and continued, that is why those who walk the path of truth always begin their sacrifices, acts of charity, and spiritual practices by uttering the word Om. It is a sound of reverence, a reminder of the sacred tradition they honor. Finally, Krishna explained the deeper meaning of these practices. When people seek liberation from the endless cycle of birth and death, they perform sacrifices, give in charity, and practice discipline with the word Tat in their hearts. It means they act without any desire for reward, offering their efforts selflessly to the divine. Krishna's words left a deep impression on Arjuna, reminding him that the heart of every action matters more than the action itself. True giving, guided by sincerity and faith, was a path that led to harmony and freedom. Krishna's voice carried a calm and steady wisdom as he continued to guide Arjuna. Arjuna, he began, The word sat stands for truth and goodness. It signifies all that is noble and virtuous. Whenever righteous deeds are performed, whenever someone walks the path of virtue, the word sat is spoken, for it represents the purity of their intent. He paused, letting the weight of his words settle before continuing. To remain steadfast in sacrifices, austerities, and acts of charity is also known as sat. Any action performed with devotion and directed toward the supreme truth is considered sat, meaning it is righteous and aligned with the highest good. But then, Krishna's tone grew more serious. Yet, Arjuna, he said, if any sacrifice, charity, or discipline is undertaken without faith, it is called asat. Such actions are hollow and false, for they lack the essence of belief and sincerity. They do not yield good results, neither in this life nor in the next. Krishna's words left no doubt in Arjuna's mind. True virtue lay not just in the action itself but in the faith and purpose behind it. With this understanding, Arjuna felt a deeper resolve to align his own actions with the light of truth and goodness.